What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with the Clean and Green Lawn Service in South Georgia. If you watched my last video, I installed the LT35 hand tool rack on my utility trailer. I'll just give you a quick shot of that right here. I was actually going to do this video and the video I'm about to do together, but I was worried about them getting too long, and then different people are looking for different things, and so I figured I would just do another video. Now, one of the things I want to say right up front, this is not a review on these products. This is an installation video, and you know, there's a lot of companies that make these products. I'm sure they all have their pros and cons. I believe for this particular product right here, I will put a link to Amazon on it. I don't get anything for that, but it is the LT40. I think I paid 20 something bucks for it. It's supposed to hold a 3-pound and a 5-pound spool, which I do have right here. I do have me a spool of Oregon Magnum. You're looking at me, you need to be looking there. Oregon Magnum Gator Line round 0.95. I've come to like this trimmer line. It's kind of stiff. It's not real flimsy. If you're getting some hard stuff, it does have a tendency to break off, and that can be aggravating in the speed feed head. But just for normal trimming, it seems to work really well for me. I've got some different Oregon stuff that I use for some heavier stuff. But anyway, just everyday trimming. So I went ahead. Now, it's the first time I bought a spool of it, so I really hope I like it, because I got 866 feet of it that I'm going to have to use up. About 2 3/4 football field worth. So, not counting end zones. But anyway, today this video is going to be on installing the LT40 trimmer spool bracket. Now, what I was saying a while ago, a lot of companies make these things. I use my equipment probably in the neighborhood 12 to 14 hours a week. So, as I mentioned in my last video, but in case you hadn't watched that, I will say this. I use Equipment Defender trimmer racks, Equipment Defender backpack blower racks. Those are good quality racks that have support systems for the power heads, have locking mechanisms. I mean, to me, it was just worth the money, and they will last a really, really long time. So you might ask the question, well, why don't you order, the spool bracket or the hand tool rack or that kind of stuff from Equipment Defender or from Green Touch? Those companies make them. Those are good, reputable companies. Jungle Gym. And the reason is, I don't see the need, at least at this point, to spend that kind of money for the amount of use I'm getting out of it. Now, by all means, if that's what you want to do it. But anyway, I don't want to get into a whole lot of that right now. I am losing daylight, and I want to show you the installation on this buyer's product trimmer spool bracket, which is an LT40. You can get it at Amazon. You can probably get it a lot of other places. So anyway, we're going to go ahead real quick here and unbox it, and I'll show you what we got in the box. Got a hardware packet. We got a bracket that I just threw down on the truck trailer. Okay. And we have some instructions. According to these instructions right off the bat, you are going to need a 9/16 wrencher socket, electric drill, 1/4-inch bit, 3/4 plywood shim strips, and shim screws. That's on an enclosed trailer. Okay. And if you are doing it on a utility trailer, you are going to need a 9/16, 2 9/16 wrenches or sockets, electric drill, 3/8 bit. So you won't need anything else if you're doing it on a utility trailer, which is what I am doing it on. So anyway, I'm going to get this stuff laid out. I'm going to set you up on the tripod, and I'll show you the installation in a time lapse. Maybe some time lapse, maybe some talking. All right, so here we go with the rack installation. One of the things that you will notice right out the gate is this bracket, because it comes in 2 pieces, because it is adjustable. It can slide to fit whatever spool you put on it. You're going to have one side that's going to have fixed holes and one side that can slide. So I take the one with the fixed holes in it, I put it on here where I want it at, on the trailer. I have marked the 2 holes. I'm going to drill those out with a 3/8 drill bit. And I did remove my other trimmer just so I got more access to it. Actually, what I'm going to do is drill this out first. I got a smaller bit here that's a little bit sharper. Get through there a little bit quicker. And again, if you didn't watch the last video, I know that if you run these bits slow and you keep oil on them, it's better. But all of my bits are really old, wore out bits. I have a belt sander in my shop that I just knock an edge on them every once in a while, and I abuse them. So. All right, so you can see, hopefully you can see, we have here our 2 holes, okay? So now we're gonna get all of our hardware out and we're gonna get this bad boy mounted. All right, for the installation, you're going to use these 1 1/4 3/8 bolts, 2 3/8 nylock nuts, and you're going to use 4 flat washers. You're going to need 2 of those on top, 2 of those on the bottom. I want to put mine where it is facing the front, where my line will be. I guess that's just a preference. You know what you want to do. Just going to drop these through there, just like that. You're going to put a nut and a washer on the bottom. And again, for this you will need a 9/16. You can use flat wrenches, sockets, whatever. I'm going to actually use a flat wrench and a socket. I'm going to hold one side and ratchet the other side up. These are nylocks, so you know, it will take a little bit of... now they actually have some other bolts in the kit. They do have in there, and I'm not sure what these are about some 2-inch 3/8 bolts. They got a smooth shank on them. Obviously they wouldn't work on this rail, but if you had a thicker rail, you could probably use those. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to get it pretty well snugged down. I'm not going to go all the way yet. And it needs to be adjustable. Now, what I have here is, this is my first time ever buying this stuff on the Spool, because I've tried a bunch of different lines and I kind of wanted to settle on what I wanted. This didn't say whether it was a 3 or 5 pound. I am guessing this is a 3 pound. And the reason I say that is because it's 866 feet. Some of the other spools that I saw had 1,200 and something feet on them, which would be, you know, like a third more or whatever. So I'm guessing this has to be the 3 pound. And but anyway, before we tighten this down, get my camera back adjusted and make sure you can see what I'm doing. Before I tighten down these bolts completely, I need to put this line in here. And again, I'm going to let it, because I have this here, I'm going to let it spool off to the front. actually, what I have is it looks like it's going to be adjusted all the way in for the 3 pound. So, and there again, that's assuming I have a 3 pound. So then I'm just gonna tighten this up. And I guess this is common. If y'all do this, you can let me know. It just seems like an awful big hole that they have in there, you know, for this, but I guess it is what it is. All right, and there we go. All we do is we run this through. You can tell this bolt's extra long, but again, if you had this adjusted out and you had a 5 pound on there, I could see where you would probably need that. And I don't know, maybe they make even a bigger spool. I'm not really sure, and I'm not really sure how tight you need to get this. Obviously, you want it to be able to move, you know, to pull your line off, and then just loop your line back through here. Now, it does have a little device right here where you can loop the line through here at the bottom. Again, with the lighting out here, I'm not sure how well you're able to see that, but until this breaks off or wears off or something, I'll probably just leave it on here. But it looks like it's pretty simple to pull off, and you know, so I think I need to put that back on there. I don't looks pretty simple, pretty straightforward. This one does not have a cutter. Now, one of the things I noticed on some of these is they had a cutter where you could actually cut the line. The piece of equipment would cut the line for you as well. And I'm just going to kind of double this thing through here. I will probably always buy this this size in terms of this length here. They do send a nylock nut that can be put in on this inside to keep that wing nut from loosening up, and they also send this little protector right here to put on to keep you you know, from skinning up your leg or something on it. I'm going to look at this over time. I may actually end up cutting this bolt off, you know, and fixing the threads on the end. To me, it's just not practical to be that long. But anyway, there you go. That is the LT40 spool bracket from Buyers Company. And again, I ordered this on Amazon. I will put a link to that in the description. She's old, but while I'm standing there, take a look at that. I don't even know if you can see it. Maybe you can see up there better. Skeeter. Eat, sleep, fish, Skeeter. All right, YouTube family, that's all I got for today. It is getting dark out, so I need to get this equipment put up and get my tools put up and get inside for tonight. I got a big day tomorrow, having to take a trip. Looks like down into the eye of the storm. Tropical storm that's coming up the coast of Florida. I need to go down and pick my dad up. He's going to come here and stay with me for a while, and perhaps even he's in Florida visiting. He's from Mississippi, and he's going to come up here and stay with me a while, and I'm actually trying to get him to move here. So anyway, we'll see what happens with that. But hey, my prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you and that you might see all of your blessings as from him. Have a great, great day.